Everybody to the regular meeting of the Ocean Township Board of Education. If you'll join me in saying the pledge to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
We took our roll call upstairs at our regular meeting. So we'll begin with my president's report. And I'd like to first begin by stating how wonderful the Poetry Out Loud assembly was today at the high school, and our student representatives, Mike and Caden, will give more information about it when they speak. As I complete my term as president of the Ocean Township Board of Education, I'd like to share some comments and some well-deserved thanks. When my tenure as president ends tonight, who knows what the future holds? I've devoted many years to the Ocean District and will continue to offer my service as long as the community wants. Personally, I think the president's term should be extended to 2 years, since it seems that just as you're learning your role and responsibilities, the term is over. Did I tell you I'm not giving up the gavel? Sadly, though, many people are discouraged from running for public office because of the negative climate these days. But after serving 2 terms as a board member and now president, I would encourage community members to become involved, because working together is an Ocean tradition which equates to exceptional schools. Now for the thank yous, beginning with my vice president, Ms. Natalie Tortorello, and many of my fellow board members who collaborated with me, advised and guided me toward the achievement of our board goals. Thank you to former Superintendent Dr. James Stefankowitz and our current Superintendent, Ms. Kelly Weldon. The planning and implementation of detailed agendas for our meetings takes the coordination and collaboration of the superintendent, the board president, and the business administrator. I'd like to thank our business administrator, Jeff Hastings, for helping this English teacher understand the financial workings of a school district, that is the budget. Truly a daunting task. I'd also like to thank Elliot Cass, our assistant business administrator, who worked with me as our interim. With the help of these administrators and many of our board members, I was able to accomplish much. I'd like to thank Marianne Conway, our tech guru, who helps the Ocean community become active participants in our meetings. I'd also like to thank our support tech person, Mike, who keeps me connected during the meetings. And yes, Mike, my computer needs an update. I'd like to thank my family for their love and support, who remained strong despite the unnecessary stress and negativity which disrupted their lives. Thank you to friends, parents, former students in the Ocean community, since we are all vital parts of the equation that equals strong schools and student success. And finally, a huge thank you to the miracle workers in our district who provide excellence and expertise each and every day. The entire staff of district employees who keep our Ocean Spartans transported, safe, academically challenged, and inspired, focused on their dreams and the possibilities open to each and every student. It's your daily endeavor which keeps our district running at peak performance. Together, administrators, board members, staff, and the Ocean community share the same goal, a memorable Spartan legacy for all of our students. I am honored to have played a part in the village, which is Ocean Township. Thank you. I will now go to the student representative report, Mike Chowning and Caden Clark.
Thank you. So the Poetry Out Loud competition, as she mentioned before, was held today in the library at OTHS. And that competition is a national competition that, if you get to the later stages, includes prizes of up to $20,000. And our winner was Julia Saltera, a senior, who is now going to go to Ocean County College to represent Ocean Township against other Monmouth County schools. They also had the choir sing holiday music there and had a poet, Dimitri Reyes, in attendance, which is it's very special for the students to experience that. And all around, that was a great event to have today. The Student Council earlier this month also hosted a successful blood drive, thanks to the hard work of Mr. Schwartz over there and of the rest of the Student Council. They collected 42 units of blood, including 30 whole blood donors and 6 double red cell donors, which that's a great contribution to a very important cause there. And along with that, the Student Council is also hosting a pep rally later this week on Friday to support our winter sports teams, one of which is the girls basketball team, which has seen us early season success recently and is led by Caden Clark, who will now speak.
Oh, like Michael said, we have a pep rally this Friday, and leading up to that, we have Spirit Week, which is exciting. It's just trying to get the students into it and supporting the winter sports. And like he said, like girls basketball and as well as all the other winter sports have started their seasons, and they're all off to a successful start, and they will be all acknowledged at the pep rally. Along with that, the senior class is holding a So You Think You Can Dance event where the seniors get into groups and they make dances in an effort to fundraise for the senior prom. And the junior class, along with the Italian club, is creating chemo care packages to donate necessities to the patients with going through chemotherapy at Monmouth Medical Center. And to celebrate the holidays, DECA, which is the business club at our school, is having a potluck just to gather all the members and just to celebrate the holidays, basically. And lastly, the TSA, which is our technology club, is having a gingerbread house building event to also celebrate the holidays as well as learn about engineering and new ways to build. Thanks. Sorry. That's it.
Thank you very much. That was excellent. Wasn't today ugly sweater day?
Yeah.
I saw some ugly sweaters. That's great. Thank you very much, students. And now we move to Ms. Weldon's superintendent report.
Thank you very much. Great report. Did you change before you came?
I changed.
You changed? Okay, because those are very nice sweaters.
No, those are nice.
Thank you for that report about all the activities. I would just encourage our school community. It's not too late to get in on the holiday cheer and come out to our schools to see an event. I've been on the chorus concert tour. I've been to 4 schools so far, and I can't tell you how enjoyable it's been. And it's so lovely to see the artistic talent of our students, the hard work of our advisors, and just the overall joy in the room at those events. And I know we have just a few more before the end of this week, so I encourage you to go out and support our students. But I'd like to move on to my recognition this evening. This is one of the highlights of our year where we get to recognize the staff members who have been identified and honored by their own schools and their own peers for the Governor Educator of the Year recognition. I'm going to ask the principals to come forward and also the TOEA president, Allison Connolly, who's going to join us in recognizing these staff members. Before I start calling up our honorees, I just want to give you a little bit of background. The Governor's Educator of the Year recognition aims to honor the hardworking teachers and educational services professionals for their dedication to students and to the profession. In Ocean Township, each one of our schools forms a committee to review nominations for these positions, and then the committee makes a collective decision to recognize a Teacher of the Year and an Educator Services Professional of the Year. And I think our committees did an outstanding job this year of identifying the staff members that pour their heart into our schools, put students first in every single decision that they make, and live the motto every day to be a hero and a champion in the life of a student. From me to you, I cannot thank you enough for what you bring into our schools and into the hearts of our students every single day. Make no mistake about it, you are changing lives, and in so doing, you are changing the world. And you are most certainly creating your Spartan legacy. So I thank you first, and then your leadership here is going to thank you now. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you our Teachers of the Year. First, from Ocean Township Elementary School, we have Andrea Sodi. Please come up. Present is going to present you with your certificate. From Ocean Township High School, Bethany Danishgar. From the Township of Ocean Intermediate School, Nicole Nagy. Please stay up. And from Wanamassa Elementary School, Michelle DeGennaro. And from Wayside Elementary School, Victoria Johnson. Okay, please stay standing. We're going to move on to the Educational Services Professionals of the Year from Ocean Township Elementary School, Miss Lindsay Burnett. From the Ocean Township High School, Mr. David Schwartz. From the Wanamassa Elementary School, Jennifer Ruland. Wayside Elementary School, Melinda Polano. And from the Ocean Township Intermediate School, Miss Lori Fornicola, who could not be here this evening, but we'd like to recognize her along with everyone else. Okay, can we move to the step and repeat for a photo over here? This banner.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you guys say principal kids. Anybody else, any family wants to come up, take a photo? Feel free, and then put your hands. You might need a front row, yeah. Couch in here.
It's all squishy.
Yeah.
Smile.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again. That concludes my report.
Congratulations to all of our staff members. That is the best part of our meeting. If you would like to make a quiet exit while we continue the other action items, maybe there's homework to be done or a favorite TV show to watch, feel free to do that now. And again, happy holidays to all. Congratulations to all of our staff members.
It's up to you.
Would like to say,
Great, perfect.
thank you.
Yeah, I thought so. It was wonderful.
Okay, we will move to the school business administrators report. Mr. Hastings, I know that you gave a report in the work session. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Thank you, Madam President. No, all items were covered in the workshop.
Okay, thank you very much. we move to the public comment portion of our meeting. Would anyone from the auditorium care to make a comment on an agenda item at this time? Okay. Ms. Conway, is there anyone in the queue? Someone who would like to make a comment on an agenda item?
No, Madam President, there are no commenters.
Okay, let's move to our action items. Approval of minutes. Mr. McCarthy?
Move to approve item 5.1 as amended per the comment in our work session.
Second. This is item 5.1.
Yes.
Dr. Beal,
Yes.
Ms. Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy,
Yes.
Ms. McGovern, Mrs. Parlamas.
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Yes.
Mrs. Tortorella,
Yes.
Mr. Weinstein.
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. We move to personnel. Mrs. Parlamas?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to move items 6.1 through 6.6. May I please have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hastings?
This is 6.1 through 6.6. Dr. Beal,
Yes.
Ms. Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mrs. Parlamas,
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Yes.
Mrs. Tortorella,
Yes.
Mr. Weinstein,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes to all, but recused from the baseball coach for spring coaching assignments.
Thank you. All items carried.
Thank you. Financial management and resource services. Mrs. Hayes?
Motion to move forward 7.1 to 7.11.
Second.
So all items 7.1 through 7.11. Dr. Beal,
Yes.
Ms. Hayes,
Yes to all except for 7.3. If there is any bill for the utility where I work, I recuse for that.
thank you. Mr. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mrs. Parlamas.
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Yes.
Mrs. Tortorella,
Yes.
Mr. Weinstein,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
All items carried.
Thank you. Instruction, education, and student activities, Dr. Beal.
Move to approve 8.1, 8.3 through 8.6, and move to affirm 8.2.
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Beal,
Yes.
Ms. Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mrs. Parlamas.
Yes.
Mrs. Talarico,
Yes.
Mrs. Tortorella,
Yes.
Mr. Weinstein,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes,
All items carried.
thank you. Public relations involves a resolution for outgoing board members. Ms. Tortorella?
Move to approve item 9.1, resolutions honoring outgoing Board of Education members, Dr. Shawanda Beal, Ms. Alex Hayes, and myself, Natalie Tortorella.
Second.
Read them? You want me to
Yes,
read them
yep.
first? Okay, sorry, you go first.
No, you,
Me?
yeah.
All right.
It's just-
Resolution adopted by the Township of Ocean Board of Education, Township of Ocean, New Jersey, for Dr. Shawanda Beal. Whereas Dr. Beal has served our school district with dedication and enthusiasm from 2021 through 23. And whereas she has held many positions, including chairperson of the Instruction, Education, and Student Activities Committee in 2023, and chairperson of the Negotiations Committee in 2022, serving on the Public Relations Committee, Policy Committee, Personnel Committee, representative of the Instructional Council, and state and county school boards. And whereas she has long been considered a caring and committed person who has exhibited the highest sense of responsibility throughout her time as a member of the board. She has earned the respect of everyone associated with the Township of Ocean Board of Education for her valued contributions and guidance. And now therefore be it resolved, the Township of Ocean Board of Education hereby expresses its gratitude to Dr. Beal for her invaluable service to the Board of Education and wishes to extend to her all good wishes for good health and happiness as she ceases active participation as a member of this board, dated December 19, 2023. Resolution adopted by the Township of Ocean Board of Education, Township of Ocean, New Jersey, for Miss Alex Hayes. Whereas Miss Hayes has served our school district with dedication and enthusiasm from 2021 through 2023. And whereas she has held many positions, including chairperson of the Financial Management and Resource Services Committee in 2023 and chairperson of the Public Relations Committee in 2022, serving on the Instruction, Education, and Student Activities Committee, Negotiations Committee, Public Relations Committee, representative of the Instructional Council, and state and county school boards. And whereas she has long been considered a caring and committed person who has exhibited the highest sense of responsibility throughout her time as a member of the board. She has earned the respect of everyone associated with the Township of Ocean Board of Education for her valued contributions and guidance. And now therefore be it resolved, the Township of Ocean Board of Education hereby expresses its gratitude to Ms. Hayes for her invaluable service to the Board of Education and wishes to extend to her all good wishes for good health and happiness as she ceases active participation as a member of this board, dated December 19th, 2023.
And I'd like to read a resolution adopted by the Township of Ocean Board of Education, Township of Ocean, New Jersey, for Natalie Tortorello. Whereas Mrs. Tortorello has served our school district with dedication and enthusiasm in 2019, 2021 through 2023. And whereas she has held many positions, including Vice President of the Board of Education for 2023, Chairperson of the Financial Management and Resource Services Committee in 2021, 2022, and co-chairperson in 2019, chairperson of Public Relations Committee in 2023, serving on the Negotiations Committee, Technology Committee, representative of the Instructional Council and Reopening Task Force, and whereas she has long been considered a caring and committed person who has exhibited the highest sense of responsibility throughout her time as a member of the board. She has earned the respect of everyone associated with the Township of Ocean Board of Education for her valued contributions and guidance. And now therefore be it resolved, Township of Ocean Board of Education hereby expresses its gratitude to Mrs. Tortorello for her invaluable service to the Board of Education and wishes to extend to her all good wishes for good health and happiness as she ceases active participation as a member of this board, dated December 19th, 2023.
This is item 9.1, Dr. Beal.
Yes.
Just at this point, do we make comments about this first, or do we just vote on it, or wanted to
If
say?
there are questions or comments?
If we wanted to say some
Comments.
things, yep,
Mr. Weinstein?
sure. Okay, well, first, I do want to say, for Natalie, everybody
Yeah.
relax.
Sorry.
I'm sad that she decided not to run, and I'm sad that she will not be part of this board in the near future. And I'm not disappointed. So disappointed would be me kind of putting myself too much in her shoes on why she decided not to run. Natalie has her own reasons on why this didn't make sense for her, both from her kids and her family and things that were going on in her life. And also whatever kind of climate we've kind of created here, which wasn't something that I think she felt that she was going to enjoy. So I'm not disappointed in her decision. I'm sad. I'm sad for the district. I'm sad for us as board members, and I'm sad for the perspective that she gave and how well she's been prepared for meetings and her thoughtfulness and all the things that she's done. I do want to say that I've known Natalie for some time now, and I hate to say this, but I guess I'm the elder statesman in this group, and I think I've been that way for a number of years. And when I first joined the board in 2018, I don't think it was that far after that Natalie kind of called me sensei, and I called her grasshopper. And so we had this, what do you think, sensei? And I would say, take it easy, grasshopper, and we'd have this kind of thing going on back and forth. And I'm going to just be honest that I probably learned more from her than she did from me. And so this sensei thanks that grasshopper for all of her service and all she's provided here. So thank you, Natalie.
Yes, Mrs. Parlamas, agreed, Mr. Weinstein, with you.
You made my husband cry too.
I would like to thank all three board members for their service to the community. It is a thankless job and a lot of hours go into it, so I thank all three. I just would like to say to Natalie as well, it has been a pleasure getting to know you and to work with you on the Board of Education. I know we've been in this situation before where you've come on the board, and then you've come off the board. And then you come on the board again. But I really hope that in your future, you will consider joining us again because you really do deserve to be here. And if I could give you one piece of advice, and that is to just believe in yourself, because whatever it is, you can accomplish it, and you know that. So just it'll all fall together. So thank you so much, and I will miss you.
Natalie, I was always very impressed with two things by you. One, your ability to, they say that the great leaders don't fully remove emotion from what they do. And your ability to bring emotion and passion into what you did while you were on this board was always a very impressive thing. But then what was more impressive was your ability to pull that emotion and passion aside and be an umpire who called balls and strikes. I always thought that was a massive talent that you have always had. Even on things that you have passionately disagreed with me on, and then come back and made a different decision, and then also stood your ground on. It's always been very impressive the way you have done so in a tactful manner. And it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. And I think that, I was very sad to hear that you were not running. And I'm sad to see you go. The door is always open for service, and it may take a different approach, but it is always possible. So I wish you the best of luck. To Shawana and Alex, I do want to say that although it is obvious that we have disagreed on certain things, there are plenty of people on this earth who believe that they know how to do it better and never step up to the plate and serve. And so to both of you, I genuinely mean that I do appreciate you both stepping up and serving this town. And that is something to be proud of on your behalf. And I do appreciate that service to our district. Whether or not we have agreed on everything, that is something that means something to this town, and I appreciate it greatly. So we have a saying in the Marine Corps: fair winds and following seas. It's all three of you.
Thank you.
I believe Mr. Hastings. Yes,
I would like to say a few words myself. First, I want to thank Natalie, for her service on this board, and all the best in the next chapter. But I'd also like to say a sincere and genuine thank you to Ms. Beal and Ms. Hayes for their unwavering support of students, staff, parents, and for giving a voice to the most vulnerable of our student population. It has been an honor and privilege to have met them 3 years ago and to have served with them on this board during their tenure. They asked the hard questions, and even though they were met with majority resistance time and time again, they didn't just rubber stamp agenda items. They have been amazing advocates for our children, for our district before their board tenure, during, and no doubt will be after, no matter if they serve on this board or sit in the audience as parents. It is disheartening and sad that they are voted out due to election propaganda. It's a tremendous loss for our district. The 3 new electees have big shoes to fill, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the positive changes that they will accomplish in the next 3 years. Best of luck to all.
yes.
I have a comment. It has been an absolute honor to serve as a school board member here in Ocean Township. This is not where I grew up, but it is my new home. It's been the place where I've lived the most, and I've moved around a lot. I'm proud of making some positive changes over the past 3 years here for students, staff, teachers, families in the district. And one of my greatest proud moments has been having a hand in selecting our new superintendent, who I know will elevate our academic successes and put a greater emphasis on the fact that all students matter. I wish Natalie nothing but the best and thank her for her service. Thank you especially to Shawana and Grace Ann for all you do for this district. Your impact is immeasurable, And in my eyes, losing Dr. Beal's unique perspective and passion on this dais is truly a loss for this district. And I don't think we will realize that until later. Like Dr. Beal, it's been my privilege to be a voice for families, parents, and students that often don't have a voice nor a seat at the table. The marginalized kids, the Black and the brown kids, the African-American students, the Latino kids, our gay and trans students, plus the low income, the ELL students, our disabled and special ed kids. I truly hope their seat at this table doesn't get pushed farther and farther away. And hopefully you all will keep this board of education accountable and as transparent as you can be, and keep up the robust communication that all parents and guardians need. Finally, teachers have the hardest job in the world. Give them a raise during this next negotiation, or you're going to lose some incredible staff. This is an amazing school district. I'm excited and I can't wait to see all the Spartan legacies that our students leave. Thanks.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well,
Go ahead.
one of you.
Go, Shawanda,
Oh.
it's fine.
No, I would just like to say that I am proud to be the first African-American woman to be elected and to serve on this board. And I am grateful for my family's, especially my husband's sacrifice. And I look forward to spending time with my family and contributing to my sorority and other civic organizations.
Ms. Tortorella?
First, thanks everyone for your kind words. Means a lot. This has been quite the journey for me. As I think Jeff said, or Denise said, I finished a 1-year term and then I ran for a 3-year term and I lost. And then I ran again the next year, and I did that for my kids because I needed to show them that you can lose and you can feel bad about something and, you know, be discouraged about something and still get up the next day and be proud of yourself and put yourself out there again. So I hope that they learned that from me, and they're a big part of why I chose not to run again. They're getting older, they're busier, their lives are better social lives than I have, so I need to be home a little bit more. And of course, thanks to my mom and to my husband for always helping to pick up the slack when I'm not around on Tuesdays. So that said, again, thank you to everyone on the board. Alex and Shawanda, thank you for your service. We ran at the same time, so it's been quite the ride, to say the least. I've learned a lot and very proud of this public service. I don't know if you all get this, but a lot of times when someone hears that I'm on the board or I'm on a board of education, it's, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. And we do it because we care about our communities and we care about our kids and we care about our staff. And hopefully there'll always be good people that are willing to replace us as we roll our terms off. But really the I don't know how you do it goes to the teachers and the administrators in the schools, because you're the ones that do it every day. We set up here once a week. You know, we vote on some things and we argue about some things, but you're all the ones in the trenches every single day. So thank you. I'm really proud to be raising my kids in this town. I'm very thrilled with the experience that they're having. Every adult in the school district that has touched their lives so far has been amazing and made a positive impact. So thank you.
Thank you for those kind words too. I believe we're ready, Mr. Hastings.
Thank you. This is item 9.1. Dr. Beal,
Yes.
Ms. Hayes,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mrs. Parlamas.
Yes.
Mrs. Delarico,
Yes.
Mrs. Tortorella,
Yes.
Mr. Weinstein,
Yes.
and Mrs. Gilman.
Yes to Dr. Beal, and for Mrs. Tortorella, no to Alex Hayes.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Thank you very much. We go to old business. Is there any old business to be discussed?
I guess it's old business.
Yes.
Since there's new folks on the on the call, I'm just gonna mention once again that I sat in on the council meeting last weekend for the town when they pushed through and okayed the sale of recreational marijuana in Ocean Township. So it's not a matter of if it will happen, it's a matter of when. So I implore you all to work with the council and do whatever you can to please try to get the 2% sales tax committed to our students, our school buildings, our staff, and our programs. In my opinion, that 2% sales tax, which could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, like I mentioned upstairs, Neptune got $1 million just last year and 450,000 went to Eatontown for their one dispensary. You may not like recreational marijuana, or you might be cool with it, whatever, but it was approved in this town. Please ask the councilmen and women to put it to education. Thank you.
Let's move to new business. All right, now we move to the public comment portion. Would anyone in the auditorium care to comment on any item at this time? Okay. Ms. Conway, is there anyone in the queue who would like to comment on any item at this time?
No, Madam President, there are no commenters.
Okay, thank you very much. Then I will move for adjournment.
Second.
Motion.
Meeting adjourned. Gavel.